Dímelo, Bo Dominican York. What's going on, mi gente? What the is going on? Beautiful day outside, guys. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous day outside. I've got a couple of unique bottles that, to me, are not going to be the most crowd-pleasing. They're not going to be the most mind-blowing, mind-boggling. Oh my God, this is the best scent in the world. But they are excellent fragrances, well-blended, to me, that just do the job. Maybe they fly under the radar. Maybe nobody's really talking about them because it's nothing mind-boggling. It's nothing that's going to wow your socks off. Mixing my words up. Anyway, let's start with first one. This is Layla from Xerjoff. Layla, this is the K Blue collection, if I'm not mistaken. And we'll go ahead and open it up here. We're on Xerjoff's website. And the 50 mil is running for $235. I found this for way over 50% off. It is a parfum. Again, the K collection, and it's an oriental floral. So, drift into the mystical skies with Layla, a romantic interpretation of the celestial world. Taking its name from the Arabic word for night, did not know that, this magical perfume is a calm and serene character with seductive notes that glitter like distant stars. Do they give us a note breakdown? Yes, they do. All right, so we're looking over here. Top notes, cloves and nutmeg. Heart notes, Atlas cedar, Singaporean patchouli, ylang ylang, and base, amber, musk, Madagascar vanilla. Guys, I'm telling you, Layla is a stunner. Had to mute that call. Layla is a stunner. Quietly. Okay? Quietly. You do pick up that clove that's mixed in with the vanilla. It's quietly subdued, but this will last all day. Apart from concentration, it's not going to be overbearing. It's not going to necessarily announce itself in the room. Depends how many sprays you do. I did a little bit conservative. I only did 7 sprays total, if I'm not mistaken. About 4 on clothing, 3 on skin. Could have been vice versa, 3 on clothing, 4 on skin. But I didn't overspray. And now, part of that was because I also used a brand new Cyclar body scrub that left me so well moisturized. And I was shocked. And then I layered with a body oil from Cyclar, same fragrance, a vanilla infusion. And I decided to go with Layla that day, which has that vanilla, but then in a spicy, beautiful, I'm not going to say aromatic, but yeah, in a beautiful way. A little bit of the ylang ylang shows up, the patchouli's there, but it doesn't overpower. It's just well blended. It just is well blended, guys. Oh, this is so good. I'm putting a little bit on the back of my wrist. So you get a little bit of this green mixed in with the vanilla, amber. It's all well blended. I smell it all. I smell the amber. I smell the musk. I'm not necessarily picking up cedar like that or the patchouli like that. But guys, I'm not making recommendations here. I'm telling you what I enjoyed wearing. This is Layla from the K collection, Xerjoff. A sleeper. Next up. And I got to get around my microphone. I need to move it. There we go. Next up, from the house of Unique Luxury, So Scientific. So Scientific. And guys, I watched Robes 08 breakdown of this one, and I get it. This is nothing new. It's nothing mind-blowing. It's a sweet freshie. He's not really into that. He does like well done sweet freshies. I know that. But to his nose, this is not remarkable. And I don't think that this is going to be that memorable to a lot of you guys. I will tell you, I had the most excellent wearing experience. This thing was there all day without being overwhelming, without being too in your face, without being the me, look at me kind of fragrance. It just works wonderfully. We're looking at notes of osmanthus, peach, pink pepper, strawberry, and vanilla. Now, on other websites, it may say more. Let's see if they tell us. Ripe fruits, luminous florals, and soft vanilla flow through So Scientific with graceful ease, leaving a smooth and irresistibly elegant trail. You couldn't have said it any better. Top notes: grapefruit, cherry, pink pepper, strawberry. Heart notes: osmanthus, orange blossom, jasmine, plum, peach. I didn't pick up the plum necessarily. Base notes: cedarwood, amber, musk, vanilla. And then, of course, their keynotes again: osmanthus, pink pepper, peach, and strawberry. A velvet garden of fruit. Grapefruit, cherry, and pink pepper create a bright opening as osmanthus, and you gotta like osmanthus for this one. Osmanthus, orange blossom, and jasmine add floral radiance. Plum, peach, and strawberry form a generous fruit accord before cedarwood, amber, musk, and vanilla create a smooth, lingering dry down. And guys, this thing absolutely lingers. Without being loud. Without being loud, this is there. Okay? It is there. Got to put a little spritz on the wrist again. I didn't do a lot because I'm going to spray all 4. Oh, that is just beautifully subtle, understated, elegant, sweet, floral. It's the perfect combo of it all. It's the perfect combo of it all, guys. Keep looking at my phone. Guys, So Scientific. It's another sleeper. It may not be to the fragrance connoisseur's nose level, but guys, we want to smell great. We want to smell good. We want to feel great smelling good. So Scientific, it's so well blended to me. Yeah, I pick up the fruits, but I also pick up some of that osmanthus. I pick up some of the pepper. It's so well blended, guys. Listen, you got to put your nose on stuff yourself, right? Get samples. Get samples. I don't think any of these are blind buy worthy. Not Layla, not So Scientific, not the next 2 I'm going to talk about. Next up, from Memo Paris, Moon Fever. Out of the 4 I'm showing you today, this is the only one that's discontinued because it's not on the Memo Paris website. I looked and I looked. We're going to go to one that I rarely use, Parfumo. Moon Fever. This is from the Grains Vagabonds collection. Released in 2009. I thought it was like 2012 or 2013. And then they've also got Moon Safari listed under there. I don't know what that is. Maybe it was originally Moon Safari and then became Moon Fever. I don't know. Main accords: citrus, fresh, spicy, leathery floral. Top notes: orange, pineapple, vervain. Heart notes: clary sage, violet, lily of the valley. And base notes: vetiver, musk, amber, and leather. Guys, this is a stunner. This is an absolute stunner. It's like let me put it back on skin again. It's a bright citrus with a soft, warm pineapple base. Oh gosh, guys. Again, this is one that's going to go understated. It's not a me frag. It's not, man, I want to be the best smelling guy in the room. actually, you may end up being the best smelling guy in the room. Because, guys, again, 90%, if not more, of the population is not wearing fragrance or not wearing fragrance to a degree that we are, guys. This fragrance community and the things that we like, and that's kind of what all these four touch on. There are things that are going to be mass appealing because most fragrances are made to be liked. But they're in the above designer category. So they're in the niche or not artisanal, but they're in that niche spectrum because these four houses only make fragrances. So they're in the niche category, but they are mass appealing fragrances. They are fragrances that could have easily been a high-end designer fragrance. They're not anything animalic. They're not anything super funky. They're not too anything. They're not too powerful. They're not too soft. They're not too fruity. They're not too green. They're not too anything. These are just so well balanced. And Memo Paris has its own little twist on things. Guys, this Joker is absolutely stunning. I don't think anybody's really talking about So Scientific. There was a time when it first dropped. Nobody's talking about Layla. It's hard for me to find a review on Layla. It's usually mixed in with a bunch of other reviews. It's hard for me to find a review of Moon Fever other than very, very small channels or overseas channels, not in the U.S. But your major content, Fragcom creators are not going to talk about Moon Fever, not going to talk about Layla. They're not going to talk about So Scientific. You will find videos on So Scientific, though, from some of these guys. But they're 2 years old, 3 years old, whenever it came out. And nobody's talking about it again. Moon Fever, guys, off the beaten path, perfectly balanced, unisex, and all of these are unisex. And it just does things beautifully well without trying to say, look at me, look at me, look at me. Last up, yesterday's scent of the day from Mask Milano. This is Terra Alba. Terra Alba. Getting a little dent on this 35 mil. So Terra Alba, done by Delphine Thierry. Head notes: clary sage, lemon, green tangerine. Heart notes: myrtle, thyme, curry leaves. What is that about? Everlasting flower. That's one I heard somebody mention in a review, but I hadn't really looked it up. Base notes: lentisk. Don't know what that is. Juniper, cypress, cedarwood. Ooh, they got a vintage 100 mil? What is that about? Ooh, that's a interesting looking bottle. It says it's in stock too. How much are these bottles on their website? I don't see a price. Anyway, let's go into the description. In front of you, the sea. Behind, Mediterranean shrubland. Act Scene 1. You're in a transition area in which the smells of shrubs and the heath mingle intimately and indistinguishably with the saline odor of the sea. You walk cautiously on the rocks of medium pathway leading to the beach, following, almost chasing, the sound waves, finding your way through the thick vegetation. It's a narrow and steep pathway. You touch the branches of the bushes. A bent branch bleeds a dense and sticky resinous liquid whose strong and bitter odor doesn't want to leave your skin. And in front of you, deep blue. The horizon expands and you abandon yourself to the sounds and the view of the mighty ocean sea. What a beautiful write-up. My goodness. What a beautiful daggone write-up. Guys, this Terra Alba from Mask Milano is a freshie that has a throwback feel. For me, it reminds me of stuff in the late 80s and 90s. Is it that? No, it has today's sensibilities with, okay, what I'm going to say is like a darkness to it. It's a freshie with a dark passenger attached to it. Let's get another spritz, last spritz of the day. I've been wearing other things. Yeah, this has a throwback feel. Almost like, I'm going to spray this over here to see if I'm bugging out. Almost gives me the feeling of chorus. Okay? Almost gives me the feeling of chorus, but again, fresher. Because this is a year-round signature scent worthy fragrance that works wonderfully in the heat. I wore this yesterday and it was above 95, sticky, muggy hot, and it just did its thing, and it lasted, and it pushed, and it didn't overwhelm. Guys, all 4 of these are fragrances that are worth putting your nose on for the reason of being a person that just smells wonderful, that's not looking for all the attention. I just want to know that anybody who comes into my bubble and into my space is going to know just how wonderful and rich I smell. Again, we're going to go over them. Layla from the House of Xerjoff. So Scientific from the House of Unique Luxury. Discontinued Moon Fever from the House of Memo Paris. And fourth and last but not least, Terra Alba from Mask Milano. Guys, all 4 of those chef's kiss stunners that accomplish everything you need and want out of a fragrance. And each of these can be found at an incredible price, guys. We're talking right around that $100 mark for each. Some of them half of that. Mask Milano, about half of that. But it's the smallest. It's a 35 mil. Layla, you can find for about $100. Do your homework. Moon Fever, you could probably find in that $125 range. Do your homework. They're still out there. So Scientific, you can find in that $125 range. Do your homework. If you guys need shopping tips, let me know. Drop a comment down below. I'll tell you where to look and where to find them. Now, if you buy retail, yeah, 300, 150 or whatever. But guys, we're talking from 50 to 125 bucks price range. So they're in that affordable price range for niche quality that you don't need to stand out. You're going to stand out because you look good, you feel good, you smell great, and everybody's going to enjoy it. None of these have anything so pungent that it's going to irritate people. They all are beautiful fragrances with a subtle nature that just have you feeling wonderful all day long. Because all of these are 8+ hour wears. Some of them are 10+ hour wears, 12+ hour wears. Now, obviously, when you get past that 8, 10, 12, it's a skin scent. But you're still affecting your immediate environment, which is what you care about. People right next to you. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with your Uncle Bo. I'll talk to you guys soon. Que Dios me lo bendiga. Peace.